Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day prediction. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me guys what you guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, that being said, let's go. And please guys, watch more of my videos, and please like and subscribe. Alright, that being said, let's go. Where do I start with this game? I watched it. I certainly did. It did not look good from the start. Didn't look good from the jump. The closest they got in this game was not good at all. Jalen Brunson was missing almost every shot that he could, that he had. Jalen Brunson was missing every shot. Almost the whole player of the New York Knicks was missing every shot they had. At one point, the New York Knicks were down by 43 points. That is a bad scoreboard or bad lead. The worst lead in the NBA. Well, I think it's like the second one or third one. I think the first one we had was the Portland Trail Blazers were down by 62 points against the Oklahoma City Thunder, if I'm correct. This season that just finished. But the New York Knicks were down by 43 points. 4-3. Tyrese Halliburton showed up and showed out. And again, I want to say this to every Pacers fan and Tyrese Halliburton fans. You're not that guy. The reason why I say you're not that guy is when you shot a 3 and then you stayed in the angle of you shooting a 3 and then you said something whispering, I don't know what you said, but you said something about like, I'm that guy or something. I don't know. I didn't look at it fully, but yeah. You're clearly not that guy. You're not a good player. You're not a fun player to watch. You just think that you're better than every other player out there, which you're really not. And to be honest, I hope you don't join another team in the NBA. I hope you don't, request a trade or anything. I hope you become a Pacers for your NBA career, because I would hate it if you join the New York Knicks, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Miami Heat, the 76ers, and any other team out there that I would hate for you to join. I will feel bad for that team. I will stop rooting for those teams if you join them. I don't root for the Pacers. I've never rooted for the Pacers. I don't like the Pacers. I've never liked the Pacers since I got into an NBA fan. So, yeah. And Tyrese Halliburton, everybody thinks that Tyrese Halliburton is that clutch player that they need on each player or each team. He's not that clutch. He's never been clutch. I don't even know how the Pacers got this win. I don't know what happened. The Knicks energy was at let's say, I don't know, 10%, and then Indiana Pacers were at 100%. Let's just say that. I don't know what that was in that game. The Knicks were down by 43 points. Okay, that was the worst lead they had. All right, they were down by 43 points. Then after that, they were down by 31 points. The scoreboard, the closest it got was 69-41. And okay, I was like, okay, maybe they can catch up, because lately I've been seeing a lot of players and a lot of teams catch up from 41 to 69. And then after that, everything just started, going the opposite way for the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks did not have energy. Let's just say that loud and clear. This was a horrible game from start to finish. And Jalen Brunson was not shooting like he usually does. Josh Hart wasn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. DiVincenzo was not doing DiVincenzo things. All around, this game was horrible from start to finish. And now, the worst part is, they tied the series 2-2. Everybody said, I said it, this was going to be a sweep. Am I still going to hold it down? No, it can't be a sweep now. But I will say this though: the Pacers fans will not advance to round 3. I do have something to say. I'm gonna say this right now, and I will say this to each and every fan base out there, in Indiana Pacers fans, and New York Knicks fans. You want to hear this loud and clear. Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers are not going to be that clutch in New York. They are not going to be shooting lights out. They are not going to be shooting like the Golden State Warriors. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. I will tell you this loud and clear. New York Knicks, you know how you were down by 43 points? I want you to equal that, and I want you to be up by that kind of that double digit tomorrow or Tuesday. I want you to be up by that margin. I want you to be up by 43 points. I can't talk about this game that much because, to be honest, there's nothing to talk about this game. The only people we're going to talk about are the Bronx. The Knicks were down by 43 points in a playoff game. This didn't even look like a playoff game to me, to be honest. This literally looked like a regular season game. Stephen A. Smith, New York Knicks fans, and New York Knicks players, I do strongly agree that you need to get a huge bounce back win. I do feel bad for each and every fan base out there, or each player on the New York Knicks for this hard loss. I hope this is what I want. Okay, this is just me, and I could be wrong, I could be right. I don't want there to be no games tomorrow. I strongly agree with that. I don't want no games tomorrow in this game. No games tomorrow. I don't want to see the New York Knicks Timberwolves tomorrow. I want tomorrow to be a day off. That's how bad I need it. That's how bad everybody wants it. Not just me. I hate saying that. I really do. But the way that we saw the New York Knicks come out in that game in Indiana, I can never look at the New York Knicks the same. Imagine if this game was at home. How would your fan base react? That's what I wanted to know. You remember how the Celtics game, their fan base started walking out at around, I think, in the 3rd, if I'm correct, or the 4th, in that 4-minute mark? Imagine this was in New York. The crowd was so crazy in Indiana, they stopped cheering in the second half. Because they know that you're getting blown out. You're getting shut out. So, I'm gonna say this from me to Stephen A. Smith, to the New York Knicks fans, and to the New York Knicks players. Come out with better energy. And I'm not joking, I'm serious. You were down by 43 points. I want you to be up by 63 points in the next game. I want you to be up by 85 points in the next game. I don't care what it takes. Go up by that big. I don't care. Because I want the Pacers to feel the same way how I feel. I want their fan base to feel the same way I feel. Everything felt crushed yesterday in this game. Everything did not look pretty in this game. I said this from the jump. I said this from the tip. I said this from the start. As soon as that ball went up in the air, it was all runway from here. It was all shut out from here. And if the Pacers do advance to move on to round 3, good for them. Good for them. They're going to need it. But to be honest, I'm not sitting here and tell you I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're not going to make it, or they will make it. They're not making it. They're not going to round 3. It's the New York Knicks' turn. It's time for them to move up. That is the best I can give to the New York Knicks fans and to the New York Knicks players. I know there was no light in this game. I know everything was just all dark in this game. Everything was just blurred in this game, whatever you want to say. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I need this game. I need the New York Knicks to come out in this game, this next game, and I need them to remember this game in their head. I need them to remember this. So they can do a blowout in that next game, so they can be up by that margin. If the New York Knicks were up by 43 points, Would I be happy? Absolutely. Would I talk about everything? Yeah, I would. And Pacers fans, I don't want you to go this the wrong way. Just because you shut out Jalen Brunson, just because you shut out DiVincenzo, just because you shut out all of the New York Knicks players, don't mean I'm not going to stop talking. I'm still here. I've said this before in my other videos. I never stop talking, regardless if one of my teams get blown out by 43 points, or it's a blowout in my favor. You're never going to make me shut up. I'm going to keep on talking. So, if the New York Knicks want to go out and lose like this in their season, let them do it. But me, I'm not. I've said this before to each and every fan base out there and each and other teams out there. I have more than one team in the NBA. And it's not looking good right now for me, because I only got, one more team in the playoffs. Two more teams in the playoffs. Three more teams in the playoffs. I got Minnesota, and I got the Boston Celtics. So if you shut out the New York Knicks, cool with me. You can do what you want to the New York Knicks. I do not care. Because I got two more teams in the playoffs. Timberwolves, Celtics. You want to put the Cavs in there? You can put the Cavs in there. But I'm not as much as a Cavs fan. The only way that I don't become a Cavs fan is if Donovan Mitchell leaves Cleveland. And Darius Garland leaves Cleveland. That's the only way. I don't give much hype to Cleveland fans or players as much as I give the Lakers and Miami Heat and 76ers and New York Knicks fans hype. Because Donovan Mitchell's a great player. We've all known that. Same as Darius Garland. But that's another story for another time. All I'm saying is, Pacers fans, you can punch the Pacers, you can punch the New York Knicks in the faces all you want. I don't care. All I know is you're not going to make me shut up. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. Nothing will make me to stop talking. I'm still going to talk about my thing. I'm still going to be talking about my rant in the NBA. So, yeah, have your fun with the New York Knicks. I'm just really disappointed. I hope the Knicks come out in this next game tomorrow or Tuesday, and they need to do the same thing to you. And I want you to lose by 75 points. Max. 75. And if people don't know what I mean by 75, I want you to lose by 7-5. And the funny part was, the head coach for the New York Knicks, he let his starters out in the third quarter. He's like, might as well just let them sit for the next game. Let them out right now. I have nothing to rave about this game. I could talk about it for days, but we got other teams to talk about, just not the New York Knicks. New York Knicks, all I can tell you is come out in the next game, come out with better energy, and if you lose like this bad in New York, let me just say this loud and clear to you, New York Knicks fans or players, you're not going to be in the playoffs for long. But I said this before, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So hopefully you do come out with a prettier game next game, and make the Knicks fan feel like we never had that loss in Indiana. That's all I can say. So yeah, let's move on. I thought it. My friend thought it. Everybody thought it, right? 2-0 for the Timberwolves. Congratulations. A few days later, they tie the series up at 2-2. Anthony Edwards, shout out to you, man. 43 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Shout out to you, man. You did the best you could, and the only thing is you didn't get in your book is a win. That is the only thing. And to be honest, it looked like you were the only player on that court. Literally. It looked like you were going against all the Nuggets players. I don't know where was Rudy Gobert. I don't know where Karl Anthony Towns was. I don't know where any of them were. Every time I saw them, they were shooting bricks. Like Russell West brick. And I've said this before. I don't want to see another Russell West brick in the playoffs. The only time I saw Karl Anthony Towns when he shot that 3 in the first quarter, if I'm correct. And then since then I haven't looked back for that 3. You know what I don't get? Jamal Murray, the man that does not be like that, the man that nobody talks about no more in the NBA. You shot that half-court shot, and the funny part is, let me tell you guys a little rundown how it happened. There was like a 0.152 second on the clock, right? Timberwolves were thinking like, I'm smart. Let me throw it into the half court and see what happens. They throw it not 1 but 2 times. Second time they steal it. Porter goes and dunks it, or maybe it was Aaron Gordon. And then second time they're like, you know what? Let me do it again. Nothing's gonna happen, right? Jamal Murray steals the pass, shoots it from half court, buzzer beater shot. Looks into the crowd and says, I'm that guy. You see, you have 2 failed attempts. Not once, but twice. To sit here and say that Porter or Aaron Gordon dunked it, that one was very disappointing. But okay, my mistake. Let me go back and see what happens next one. They do it again, and Jamal Murray shoots it from half court. I have nothing to say about that. Will I say that you are a clutch player in the NBA? I mean, you've been clutch since last season. There's nothing to talk about that. Everybody has their ups and their downs. Everybody, when they come in the NBA, they gotta have one bad injury, and they come back and they bounce back and they do amazing. That's a given. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that. I'm just pointing that out. Jamal Murray went down with a bad leg injury, right? Like in the bubble. Never looked back, and he thought his career was over. And then look at him now, 2024. 4 years later, he is dominating the league. Everybody's saying Jamal Murray's a great player. And I'm not going to sit here and say, and I'm not going to sit here and deny that and say he's not. He is a great player. And not even that, he has Nikola Jokic. He has the whole Nuggets roster to back him up. And I've said this before, you can't hate Jamal Murray because he's so good. You can't like Jamal Murray because he's on your team or he's against your team. Jamal Murray, he's a great player, and everyone's going to appreciate how he plays the game. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Appreciate these young or older players in the NBA because you might never ever see them play in the NBA again. I'm just saying that loud and clear. There's some players that you don't want to appreciate in the NBA. I don't want to talk about that. But Jamal Murray is one of them. Jamal Murray is a player that you want to be appreciative of. And I know he's a young player, and he has a lot to develop in the NBA, but he's just getting better and better every single month you see him. Every single season you see him, he just gets better and better, and you can't hate him for that. You really can't. So, yeah. But enough Jamal Murray stuff. Where was the whole Timberwolves squad except for Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man? Did everybody stay in Minnesota? Did everybody stay in their own house? It didn't look good. It looked like only Anthony Edwards showed up. I've said this before. Minnesota Timberwolves have Anthony Edwards, right? Denver Nuggets have Nikola Jokic. Minnesota Timberwolves have Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. Denver Nuggets have Nikola Jokic and DeAndre. I don't know why I said DeAndre Jordan. Aaron Gordon and Porter. Big three duos in the Nuggets roster, and the big three duos in the Timberwolves roster. But we all can't sit here and just like just not see what happened yesterday. Two amazing things happened yesterday. Jamal Murray hitting that half-court shot. And then the Timberwolves tied the series at 2-2. Two teams yesterday tied the series at 2-2, and everybody thought it wasn't going to happen. It certainly happened. The Pacers tied at 2-2. The Nuggets tied at 2-2. Now, everybody said whoever takes these series is going to go to the NBA Finals and see who's going to go from there. I will tell you this loud and clear. Now, I'm not changing my prediction. That's not what I'm doing, but I'm here to tell you the actual opinions. All right? I'm here to tell you the actual opinions. The New York Knicks game. That game is going to a game 6. I don't care what anybody says. The Knicks are taking it. The Knicks are taking it. The Knicks are going to take it. I said game 4, but no. It can't be game 4. It can't be a sweep. So it's going to be a game 6. Alright? Now, this game here, this is a way different picture. Now, people are scared right now, right? People are worried, oh, the Timberwolves are going to lose. I'm here to tell you guys. That the Timberwolves are going to win this. Now, it's going to go to a game 7. But I got the Timberwolves winning that. But if it doesn't go to a game 7, I still got the Timberwolves winning. I know people are not going to want me to say this, but I got to say it either way. The Timberwolves are going to try to win, and they are going to win. Maybe. But the Nuggets, they're just such a better team. I do see the Timberwolves winning some games, but I do have the Nuggets winning the series. I'm not changing my prediction. No way in heck I'm doing that. The Timberwolves are going to win some games here and there. They did amazing in Denver, right? But I got the Timberwolves. I don't got the Nuggets, but I'm saying the Nuggets are going to win the series. Regardless if that's in Minnesota or in Denver. Denver Nuggets are going to win the series. I don't have them winning the series. I have the Timberwolves winning the game. I have the Timberwolves winning the series. But it's not looking good for Timberwolves fans. It's not looking good for Anthony Edwards. Everybody might say, "Oh, we got a game," and then there's other people that say, "Oh gosh, you guys are cooked. Your season's over." There's two ways you can look at it. You can join the side that says you are cooked, or you can join the side that says this is a game. Whatever you want to look at, let me just say this. We got a fun series. Only this one. I'm not talking about any other series. I'm talking about this one right here. I don't care about the Knicks Pacers series. That series, I would love to say that's going to a game 7. Possibly, it's not going to a game 6 now, unless you want to say it. The only way they go to a game 6 is if they win at home and win in Indiana. So, can they do that? We'll see what's going to happen. But I still got the Knicks winning that series, regardless if it's in 7 or 6. So, yeah. But this series here, I'm not focused on the Celtics-Cavs series. I'm focused on the Timberwolves Nuggets. Because this series is going to look good. And I've said this before. What side do you want to join? You want to join the right? You want to join the left? A or B? You want to join A? You want to say the season's cooked? Or do you want to join B and say this is going to be a series? This is going to a game 7. Whatever side you guys want to choose and whatever team you guys want to root for, it's going to be a good one. This one's going to be probably the best series. Anthony Edwards, you need to do a lot better. I'm not going to sit here and bash you and say this and that, because what you did last night, you gave everybody a show. You put up 43 points, or 44 points, my bad. You did 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Alright, good, that's good. I really like that. Does that mean you can do the same thing in Denver? Because you guys do know that Denver is going back home. They tied the series at 2-2. So now this is going up to Denver. Denver, Colorado. And we'll see how Denver does. Oh, not Denver. We'll see how Minnesota does. So, yeah. I can't wait for this game tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap for today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me guys what your guys' favorite team is in the NBA. All right. Now, I don't know what to say about this. I don't. The Cavs, are you guys going to go out there and tie the series at 2-2? Or are you going to go out there and just be like the New York Knicks? Donovan Mitchell tried his best. Darius Garland, on and off. Okay? Can't talk about that as much as you want to. But I will tell you, though, is if I can give one advice out there to each team in the NBA, I would. But I have one thing to tell you to each and every team, especially the team in the playoffs. If you go out there and you start lazy and you're not shooting the ball out like you usually do, if you're not going to go out there and do a good defense, then why are you showing up? I know people are going to say you need to because it's your job. But why are you out there on the court messing everything up for that team? You know? Donovan Mitchell tried everything he could. But Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have other plans. They want to come into Cleveland and get blown out. Well, the Cavs are getting blown out. I cannot sit here and rave how bad they got blown out. I don't know what is worse, the Cavs or the Knicks series getting blown out. Yeah, all I can tell you guys is if that happens again in Boston, because I think this is going to be playing in Boston, this is not going to be a last. This series is not going to a game 7. This series is not going to a game 7. The Celtics are going to win at home and then go to Cleveland and win that one, and it's game over for this. The Celtics have another day to rest. Well, actually, my bad. This is played in Cleveland. My bad. Played in Cleveland. My bad. I thought they played 2 times in Cleveland, but this is the last time I think they play in Cleveland. So, yeah. You guys are at home. I thought they played 2 times at home. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. But yeah. Celtics come out with better energy. That's all I want to say. Since I seen game 1 of the Cavs Celtics, the Cavs got they got lucky once. If they can get another record to tie the series at 2-2, then they did good. But one win's not gonna fix everything. One win's not going to fix everything. It's not going to put every puzzle in a piece. It's not going to fix the puzzle. It's not going to do that. One win is what they need. So they need to get another one to tie the series up. In game 2, I mean not game 2, but the other game for the Celtics, they were blowing out the Cavs, blowing them out. Whatever you want to say. So yeah. Today, can it be the Celtics going up like that again? Or can it be the Cavs doing it to them? Never know. But we'll see what's going to happen. But, yeah. I got Celtics winning this series. This one, I'm gonna say 6-7. Game 6 or game 7. So, or maybe actually no, because I did say that this is not a good series. I'm gonna say 5-6. So game 5 to game 6. So, yeah. Alright, now this one here. Every time I see Luka Doncic, this man is bleeding or he's hurt, and we all have known that. Everybody knows it. If you're just noticing that, I'm really sorry. Welcome to the NBA world. Kyrie Irving is trying to do his best too, but lately I haven't seen Kyrie Irving in these playoffs. The only time I saw him in the playoffs is when he was, owning the flippers, owning the honey bun. That's the only time I've seen him. The Thunder, we'll see what they do today. We'll see. I'm not going to sit here and say anything. But, yeah. Luka, go out there and do a show. I'm not going to say anything because you already hurt. You have a lot of, blood everywhere. I think your leg is hurting, your back is hurting, everything in your body is hurting from left to right. So, yeah. I hope the Dallas Mavericks team help you out. Derek Lively, Kyrie, Luka, and everybody go out there and do a show. Make this game fun. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, we'll see what they do. Because they are a fast-paced team. Because they're young and they're fast, but they can go out there and in a blink of an eye. The score will be tied, in a split second, the score would be up by 10 or up by 25. Because this team is so good. You can't see when they're going to, start shooting lights out. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's going to be short talks for these teams. And that's what I think. So, we'll see what's going to happen in these games. I want to see both of these teams go out here and have better energy. I seriously want to say that. I strongly agree with all of those teams out there. They need to have better energy. They're out there a few hours later. The game starts at what? 5:30? They probably show up at the arena at 2:30? Somewhere around there. Some players do that. And they go out there. Some players show up 3 hours later and they're in the court putting up shots. Some teams do that. Some players do that. If you're out there for a few hours later, and the game starts at, let's say, 5:30, why are you out there at 2? You're just there to have fun? You're there to just, get out of the house? No, you're there to practice, to get better, and to see what you need to improve on for the game later. So, I'm just being honest. Why are players showing up 3 hours later to the game before the game tips off? If you're just gonna show up at a normal time, then the game starts. I'm just making that pointless. I'm just saying that because there's no point of you going out there in the game and shooting every brick. I'm being serious. You had all that time in the gym. A few hours later, go out there in the court, and you're missing every shot left and right. I'm just saying that now. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, that is my NBA recap. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is in the NBA, and tell me what teams do you think will win today, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA Finals home. Please, again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, and please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you. Before I do head out, there's a few things that I wanted to say. The NBA draft, not NBA draft, the NFL schedule for each team in the NFL will come out May 15th. I wanted to mention that in the last video or the video after that. I just forgot. And then the NBA lottery pick. This one really blew my mind away because I did not expect this to happen. I will read you the teams that got from 14 to 1, okay? So, I'm not going to name these players because I don't even know what players they are going to get. I'm just going to name the teams that got from 14 to 1, alright? So, number 14 is the Portland Trailblazers, alright? Everybody knows that. Number 13 is the Sacramento Kings. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that one. But, yeah. Number 12 is Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 11 is Chicago Bulls. Number 10 is the Utah Jazz. Number 9 is the Grizzlies. Number 8 is the San Antonio Spurs. And then we're going to move down here. So this team right here so far got 2 picks in a good slot in the lottery pick. Portland Trailblazers, number 7. Number 6 is the Charlotte Hornets. And number 5 is Detroit Pistons. Now, this one is going to keep... I want people to know this because this is going to shock me the most. Okay? This is the team that had a 28 losing streak. And the team I'm about to say number 1 is... just heartbreaking. Number 4 is the Spurs. Just like the Portland Trailblazers. 2 teams in there that just got, good numbers. Number 3 is the Houston Rockets. Number 2 is the Washington Wizards. And the number 1 team in the NBA that is getting the first pick is the Atlanta Hawks. Now, if people are wondering, I know people saw this yesterday, and I saw it yesterday, but I just wanted to bring it back up. The Atlanta Hawks got the number 1 pick. Honestly, I think something messed around in that. Because the Detroit Pistons was the worst team in the NBA. Everybody knows that. With Monty Williams and what's going on in that locker room, Detroit Pistons should have got number 1. Number 5 should have been the Hawks. I'm saying that loud and clear. There is no way in my mind that I thought the Detroit Pistons were not going to get the number 1 pick. This team is so down bad last season that they didn't even get to deserve to have a number 1 pick. I thought in the NBA that if you're the worst team, you get the best players for the number 1 pick. That's what I thought. Apparently, people are not thinking the same way I'm thinking. Am I the only one that knows that, or am I wrong about that? Tell me in the comments. Because the Detroit Pistons had a 28 loss losing streak. A 28 one. Starting from 1 to 28. Man. And the Hawks might. I'm not going to say they will or they won't. They might keep Ice Trae. Might keep him. If this dude commits to stays in Atlanta Hawks for the future, he was talking all that smack about saying, I want to leave this and that. I don't like this organization. They're not doing so good. If you leave, that would be great. If you stay, that would be bad. Does that mean that maybe Ice Trae will stay, or maybe will he leave? We'll see what's going to happen next month. We're going to see what's going to happen for the future for these teams. And then I have one more thing to say. Stephen A. Smith, I know you said this last time, but I forgot. Do not, and I'm saying this the nicest way I can, do not give your advice to bring the crybaby to New York. Do not do that. if the New York Knicks do this next season, I'm not rooting New York no more. I am not going to be talking about New York no more. Jalen Brunson, I do feel bad for you if this does happen, because you guys are going to be so good right now and you're going to be so bad next year. So that's just my opinion. You saw what happened to the Los Angeles Lakers, right? Do you want that to happen to the New York Knicks? I don't want that to happen. And people might say, oh, it's a scary team if you have Jalen Brunson, the Crybaby, and all of the other players, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and all of them on the New York Knicks. With the Crybaby on the team, everybody thinks that's a scary duo. That's not going to be a scary duo. That's not going to be a scary duo. If anything, that will be like one of the easiest teams to beat, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But, yeah. But, yeah, guys, I think that's all of my news today for the NBA. But Stephen A. Smith, don't give your advice out for him to go to New York. That would be bad, and that would hurt everybody, including me. So, yeah. Again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, and please, guys, watch more of my videos. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Real quick before I head out, NFL teams for the games to be played for next season will be coming out May 15th. Somewhere around there in May. They said between somewhere in May or May 15th, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out on Wednesday. So yeah, guys, peace out. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is, and please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.